mental's proper only. We don't just embrace people because they claim to pay attention and follow the product. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Little nigga to me. Never forget that shit. Part of my language, but let's keep it pushing. Hey, yo. Smackdown happened. Still timeless. For June 28th. Um, Shouts to Kayla. I follow on social media. It's hilarious because I get to live somewhat of a celebrity lifestyle within the public figure space, or because I follow on and I talk about this. Imagine if I actually started promoting that silly as I did. That's crazy, right? Man, whatever. Hey, yo, SmackDown was alright, man. It wasn't it wasn't something to complain about throughout the show for me. I thought each segment, it started last week in the main event with Cody and Solo. Like, man, this is kind of a money match, in my opinion. Solo's on a solid build, but I think it might be a little early to put Solo in a position against the champ. But champ, like, it gives old administration, and then, had enough of a match and it broke down immediately. And it's like, wow, good. So that means backstage saw the same thing as we did. It's very rare that we have those moments. Like I've seen that happen in the old administration maybe twice that I can definitely remember. But it's like, oh man, nobody wants to watch this match, bro. But we about to sit through it, and then we sit through it, and then all of a sudden, wild table spot in this segment. It was crazy. So now let's go ahead and get into this. Um, Bloodline shows up. Shouts to Solo. I'm liking the character development, man. It's taking time, but the way they're like fully leaning into, um, what's it? Just look, just do all that bullshit and make it bad. I actually, I actually really, really appreciate how Solo's trying to lean into that annoying element. Like, no, but I'm gonna try to achieve. Roman said it, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he actually believes that shit. Then he lying. Oh man, so there has that like that childish element to it. Like of course the demographically speaking. So it fits. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So good on Solo. Good on the rest of the new bloodline or the modern bloodline. I would hope that Roman gets back and everybody's just a happy family, and then they could get really like kicking ass for real. But it was good though. So now, as soon as they pull up, now we got Cody, Randy, and KO pulling up, and then they lean into what would have been in the old era a 6-man tag match. No, KO Swan Tom Tech area good. Randy and all of them, they fight in the ring, all the crazy shit. Randy felt at the Garden last night. Like he was at Madison Square Garden. And I appreciated that because it, really speaks to the prestige of the building and, the rest of it. So it was very, very good, man. Hollow grounds, yo. So that was solid. And then, of course, Cody Champ being out there, something going on for him. All right, fine. It's a direction. And okay, cool. He's not as much of a politician. He's ready to get out there and fight. I'm not mad. NYPD got involved. All right, guys, listen. We don't need to spook the fans. So y'all are like trained in the hand and the grapples and all that, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna need you guys to leave your P90s right back here at Gorilla. And then they get back to Gorilla and one of them is missing. But anyway, they out there covering and concealing their weapons. And I thought that was such a hilarious little bit because they're not going to get like actual firearms on PG television, especially on Fox, who, oh my God, shouts to all streaming platforms and all of these companies. Fox right on that list, respectfully, since 10 p.m. and I was a kid learning English. Um, Fox is not hearing none of the bullshit, bro. Excuse me. Fox ain't hearing none. You feel me? Because they not try. I can't. I'm sitting there trying to listen to the show. I'm trying to watch the show. Nah, man, they at the Garden. Talk about vocal fans. they was losing their minds in there, and it took me maybe like the second time to really peep. Like, okay, they're saying bad words, like, and Fox is not letting it happen. Fine, it was good, man. It actually added to the show, but Jesus Christ, like, it's just like when Peacock scrubbed all of the old footage, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the attitude era, wild craziness, you know? So that's what I'm gathering in like a newer generation of all of the things. And I'm not upset about it at all. I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's solid shit. So, excuse me, it's solid. Yeah, so good stuff, man. I think we can move with that. You know, I just you got to start out and then you refine. That's how it works. So, yeah, NYPD getting involved. Oh my goodness. If I'm speaking to a part of the fan base that knows that I'm speaking to them, I'm glad that everything was all right. Oh my freaking goodness. And welcome back to the wildlands. So let's just maintain safety and ensure that whatever happened don't need to happen again moving forward. Now, Tiffany Stratton, Jade, and then Candice LeRae. All right, so triple threat women's qualifier for the women's Money in the Bank. I'm loving the field layout, man. Tiff picked up the victory. It's been so long since we've seen Tiff at all, even in the ring, couple of weeks. Solid build for other people. It's like the pie is getting spread about, and even if you're on the road and not necessarily getting TV time, if we know that it feels like if Triple H told you you're gonna be good, then you gonna be good. And I sense it, and it's like I feel the same way, you know what I mean? But then I can't say too much from the character development space. We could just hope week to week, but that's what everybody's hoping for. So good, man, good, good. Tiff wins. Nia Jax out there, low key taken under the wing. Good, good. Um, good on Jade. We appreciate Jade wholeheartedly for that. Um, and if you're K, then you know what I'm saying, you're obviously well aware. So that was really nice. And then Pixie was right there, man. I liked the elements of Candice LeRae being able to show that she can handle herself in the ring. We need more of that. And Indy got involved on some dark indie shit. Yes, Lord, I can't wait. This is the very beginning. Oh my goodness, because all of these stadium shows that are gonna be in Indiana in a couple of what next year, in a couple of years, whatever, it's gonna be something else. I really think Indy is gonna she's gonna mean something just off namesake alone. But then, did you see how many women were involved in this segment? This is exactly what we be talking about, and this is why we can't be receiving no pushback, no interference in regard to the practices that we get into to build this women's division and the female culture as a whole. Like respectfully, like this is a different time we living in now, and we uplift here. So I loved watching every minute of it. It was awesome. What are we doing here next? Logan Paul, LA Knight, Santos Escobar. LA Knight picks up the victory. Good. Logan Paul does not need to get up in the Money in the Bank match. He's already solidified. He's proven himself at this point. We all know he could go in the ring. He's gotten. And let's word this properly. He is fully transitioned into knowing how to cut a promo, and that's just off social media presence and influence alone, man. Shouts to my guy. He know that. Like it took a while. I'm not really crazy necessarily about like I guess the heel character, so maybe it's time for Logan Paul to be a babyface. Now, how the fuck do we do that? Because that, man. But right now he's a bad guy, and it's good TV, man. We all said from like his first match, oh no, this guy's a solid heel. Like he's actually a heel. He knows what to do. It's only but so many of us that actually know how to, hit those triggers on people. Me being one of them, I can play both sides, just like I'm sure Logan can. But we're not about to rush a babyface turn out of him. Let's get there though. Like I'm feeling it. Santos being on deck, of course. Shouts to the familia, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that matters. And shouts to the family down at NXT. You know what I'm saying? Santos and Tony D. Forever intertwined, in my opinion. You know what I mean? One of those sleeper rivalries that turned into a thing because it was a transitional period. So those guys, you know what I mean? They helped carry NXT for a minute, right? With JC and the Toxins, of course. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Gigi, wherever she at. But you see, that was who I forgot last week. But either way, yeah, man. it was good stuff. And then my man LA Knight, look, the fans been waiting for LA Knight still. They wait for him every week. They right there with him. He's over. He's gonna be over. And then we have I saw a slight, but I'm not gonna go there. What matters more in the situation is the sports entertainment element of the show. I thought it was really, really classy to have these NBA superstars get in there and at least have a moment. And shouts to the league for that. Of course, it's like, yeah, get some tickets, go out there, say what's up. Just make it good for the TV, make it good for the league and team and shit like that. Good. Pacers and Knicks rivalry is long rooted. You know what I'm saying? It takes me back to my 2K days where I was actually playing on the Pacers for a little while. I definitely have always had a soft spot for the Knicks. We don't really talk too much about them, but these most recent seasons, I have a level of pride uh, re-sparked that does make me kind of want to lean back into the game. But for right now, it's all right. I just really appreciated seeing such fine representation. Now, of course, over time, we can get these guys out of drone mode and happy to, turn into a character on WWE television, which is what you're supposed to do. Like, those guys were turned up to maybe 50, not 1 million. So, but I mean, you can't be doing too much, but they could have really made for some solid video packages over there in the NBA production truck. My opinion, moving forward, like next year, who knows? They might have just set off a rivalry though, but shit, with the way these motherfucking sports center things be going off, them guys will be on the same team next year. Who knows? Good triple threat match though, man. At the end of it, with the whole element with them standing up to them and you're not about to come here and cheat with the hard brass and knucks and try to act like you don't know what the fuck is going on. At the end of the day, you don't even fucking belong here. So back down, back off, and let's not see you again. Go back to your motherfucking camp and stay your ass there and do your damn job. We over here as with the MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Point blank and period. So there goes that. Good, man. Good. I like the segment. It was solid. It had a strong statement to it. And, moving forward, I'm pretty sure both of those superstars, all four of those superstars, all five of them, whatever you want to look at it as, it looks good. And there was no family element. Santos was not involved in that. So it was just the four of them. Back down, back the fuck off. And then we'll see what's going on back when we get home with the superstars so we can keep building them without all of these extra added influences of, I mean, sports entertainment is fun. Sports stars is great, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you an outsider trying to step into a space where a space of other outsiders with inside jokes now. So fuck out of here, bro. Stand down. You're not involved. You're not allowed. We don't accept you. So, bye-bye. And that's word to the garden. So now, let's move forward. Naomi, Indy Hartwell, Blair Davenport. Shouts to Bailey getting TV time backstage. I'm not crazy about the half cut. I'm just like, I just never was. It's not a Bailey thing. It's just that hair aesthetic. I'm not really a fan of that one. But we love Bailey. It was great to have her on TV. Shouts to Trent, but of course, all right, I'm calling it. Theme song change. It's time to go. And I'm not talking. We need a remix on that, or she need to go back to her old version. Please, please, get us the old version back because that shit made people want to dance. This doesn't necessarily get people into wanting to dance at mass. That's my feeling. I think 10% of the crowd would be like nodding their head or maybe tapping their foot or something like that. But it's too feel good. You know what I mean? Like my man's called respectfully chill. But my man's called it the other days like we was talking about some form of hip hop and he's like, oh that toxic positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, that's what that song. It sounds like it. I'm pretty sure there's the motivation. It's fine. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. All well and good. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for, something a little stronger as far as like the music goes. So now, what are we looking into? Oh, Blair looked good. Shouts to Blair. She crushes it like always. And then we're looking at Indy on deck. Anything with Indy involved right now is a good thing. That's how I feel. I mean, personally. So let's move on. All right. Bloodline attack Paul Heyman. I'm not even about to get into it because of disrespect to a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? That dares even put that ring on his love finger. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, married to the business. Just shouts to him taking all those bumps and looking like the old penguin, like he always been. And we all know that man can take bumps. If I had my pick, you know what I'm saying, it would have been Michael Cole. But you know, I'm just playing around. Uh, Good. Michael Cole wouldn't have even broke through the table. He'd have broke his whole body at this point. But I'm joking some more still. No, good on Paul, man. Good on these guys being respectfully, I'm just gonna call it an obvious homage to all of what the Shield idea was supposed to build. Everything. It's like a celebration of Roman Reigns. That's what I'm seeing. Until he gets back, the crowds are officially there for it. Shouts to the stats and the way they're doing it. Like, okay, we don't have like consecutive sellout crowds, but this is the number, and these are the numbers, and blah blah blah, and the decibel meter. All of it is happening really well. It's coming together, and it's gonna make for very, very, very fun times moving forward. It's about to get gritty. It's getting dark out here, man. It's getting dark for the motherfuckers. How we gonna get them? We gonna get them. Oh, where's Jimmy? And where's Jay? How's Jay doing? What are we doing with all of this? We need to make these things happen, man. I'm just waiting around. And it looks promising. The direction's moving forward, man. So that was SmackDown. This is a bunch of minutes in, so I'm gonna go ahead and highlight y'all for the next one. They did do the thank you, Kayla Chain. I really appreciate that. That was awesome.